Calling it right now, they're going to win.
After a rigorous and competitive regular season, we are ready for the American Conference Championship game. One team walks out of here with a trophy. James Stadium, the home field of the USF Bulls. As we'll see a team from the American UTSA Roadrunners taking on the American-ranked team, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Robert, joined as always by Kurt Armstrong. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense comes on the field to open this game. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
On first down, it's play action. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
This is why running some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Roadrunners hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. And the Roadrunners line up on first and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
End zone ahead. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them.
Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Over the middle, it's Burgess. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Davis. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 41.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down at a 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Hits the first down in the process.
The Bulls will line up now. It's first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This is a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And the Roadrunners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And the running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The important third down play coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quick catch over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. Quick juke to get free. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Roadrunners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. He'll hand it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Throws it to the right, and it's incomplete.
The defense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage to lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's a real challenge on this impressive drive. 2nd down and 17. They'll ride the back again. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
And very long, and they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive. Short throw to the sideline, 1st down after just a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Points on the board.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The back's got it. The Bulls pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. He's throwing some room at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick run. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They'll run it here. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Cut quickly. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. 1st and goal, great chance to take the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle across the line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. All right, it's 2nd Second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Now stepping into that run. Touchdown.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He dumps it off to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Roadrunners come up to the line in a hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 5. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks to the sidelines and a tightrope catch made there. Good completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left and it's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Close to the tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here in this American Championship. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Chris, the season-long journey in the American is coming to an exciting close. Let's see what's in store in this second half.
And the Roadrunners will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The USF offense is back out there now. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. special. Stick with it.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's caught. Breaks an open space. They make the stop, and it's a big play for 31.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The Bulls pick up enough yardage for a first down. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Grab made by the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the
Floaters into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get it down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. The Roadrunners will crank up the tempo.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Here's Isaac with throw. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it with room to run. He made the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain. Offense moving into a bunch formation. And a player is down injured after that last. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Fighting them off. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7. And the Roadrunners will line up here on 1st down and goal. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
What a game here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle, but first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters. If you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm.
The pass rush gets home.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. And we're able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Here we go, the most important series of this game. Tied up, first and goal. He's trying to push it in here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Touchdown, jump on top here in the field.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game. What a day.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Roadrunners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense now facing a 4th and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Drop it back. We're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught. Broken tackle still going. Who's in the clear? Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, UTSA. No chance to catch him there.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback operating an empty set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Burgess. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Back to throw again. That's right on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Bulls begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring them down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The Bulls are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. It's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Bulls looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They'll kneel down again to set up a potential game win. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And it comes down to this, a field goal to put his team up in the final minute. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. The field goal was good. And with that, they regain the lead. They cap off a tremendous season. They can call themselves champions of the American. It's a huge goal realized. Now we got to see if the committee is going to reward the championship with an invite to the college football playoff. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.